Hey everyone, long time no video. I truly couldn't remember how long it has been, so I went back on my YouTube. I think my last video, it said, was about 5 months ago. So it's been a while. Truthfully, I haven't been up to anything extremely exciting. I've just been busy living life and taking care of kids, family, work, animals, all that good jazz. So I figured an easy way for me to kind of jump back into YouTube would be to just show you my planning method. Right now I am in the Wonderland222, which truly was a little bit of a shock to me that this is what I chose for my 2025 planning system. I am using a lot of the MakseLife system in addition to the Wonderland222. And I'll go over that here a little bit in the video as well. But I did not have this planner on my radar at all for 2025. I was pretty sure I was just going to do another bullet journal or a Aura Estelle A5 365. That's the one with the 12 months in the front and then 365 note pages with a 5mm grid. But I have to admit, I got a little bitter on that one because when I received it, all of the note pages were a 5mm grid. However, the monthly views and all of the goal tracking and everything in the front was still the really small grid. And for some reason, I decided to be a toddler and just kind of throw a little bit of a temper tantrum, decide that I wasn't going to use it, and set it aside. Clearly, that was a little, I don't know the right word for it, overreacting, because now I'm in a planner that has a small grid. So, dude, I don't know why. Don't ask. We make strange choices sometimes. But the reason that I actually chose this one is I did pre-order it. I pre-order the Wonderland222 almost every year, and I have since like 2021, but I haven't consistently been in it. I ordered the A5. I actually ordered all three last year, but I ended up reselling them. But this year, as I was flipping through it, something just clicked with me. And I think the biggest thing that clicked was that I could fully incorporate the MakseLife system with this planner without having to use the companion notebooks. The big reason I decided to do that is because I really want to simplify my system to where I have one book for everything in the entire year. That is the reason that I started doing bullet journaling in 2022, is because I wanted everything in one book. But with bullet journaling, I ended up with 2 to 3 books per year. And with the MakseLife system, the flagship was too big. The companion notebooks are 4 or 5 books. If you keep the annual, it's a 5-book system. And it was just too much. I didn't like having to have that many books on my shelves. So what I decided to do is the categories, the 8 life stages or categories, I decided to put at the bottom of my weekly view, which is exactly what I'm doing here. So I'm just using the small stickers. I have personal, fun, work, family, health, Club Moxie, money, and our home. And I outlined all of those on the bottom, so I still have all of my weekly actions in my week, so I can still see everything instead of having to switch to a whole new book, having to go to a whole new page. It's all within my weekly view. Now, I don't always love the idea of time blocking, especially when I work 8 to 10 hours a day. I feel like it's just a ton of wasted space. But what I've decided to do is the area at the top of this weekly, I'm putting all of my daily specific tasks. And then I did get the all-in-one of the A5, so I have 365 note pages at the back. And I'm doing a lot of my journaling, and I can use that space for overflow tasks if I have to as well. So for examples, this week, my weekly actions are for the personal. I am working on a home reference binder. I am going to compile all of my information and accounts and health insurance and documents, warranties for our appliances and stuff, and I'm going to compile all of that and put it in a binder. So if something does happen to either husband or I, it is an easy place to reference. I've got that on my weekly actions. For fun, I've actually started reading The Small and the Mighty by Sharon. My work stuff, family, we're going to do a game night, and I'm going to read with the kids each night. Health, I've started to row again, which is great. I need to meal plan, meal prep, and to take my weekly vitamin D. Club Moxie, I'm using the digital Club Moxie workbooks. And so I am going to fill out one systems worksheet from the workbook. For finances, I check my finances every single day. I check all of my bank accounts in addition to credit cards, just to make sure that there is no fraudulent charges, no surprises, anything like that. And then during our home section, I've got to schedule boarding for my dog for our spring break. I have to do his nails, I have to do my freezer inventory, and then just tidying up. The other thing that I am using on a weekly basis from MakseLife is the desk calendar. I tip those in every single week. This week is all about being specific with your goals and learning how to make them measurable and actionable. And so I tip that in. I really like these because on the back of them, there is a little space where you can journal and just kind of jot down some things as well regarding your thoughts on that particular affirmation and coaching tip. So a lot of my planning these days have not necessarily been planning my day versus planning my goals. So my days are pretty structured. I've work Monday through Friday. I have wrestling for both kids in 2 separate clubs, Monday through Thursday. I have volleyball for one kid on Friday, and then Saturdays and Sundays are reserved for wrestling tournaments and volleyball games. And so I don't necessarily have to have the time blocking in the weekly view for the Wonderland222, but I do love all of the other pages. The monthly prior to has a dashboard called Monthly Overview. This is the page that I am on right now. I just turned this into my monthly goals from the MakseLife system. I use either stickers or highlighters to create all of my boxes, and then I can go back and look at all of my monthly goals and create my weekly actions based off my monthly goals. And then, so that's kind of what I'm doing now as I'm referring to my monthly. I realized that there was something that I wanted to do on my monthly, and I have to switch it to my weekly because this is the last week of January and I haven't done it at all. It's detailing my car, like vacuuming it out, washing it, stuff like that. We had a 14-inch snowfall on January 6th, and I haven't had my car taken care of since prior to that. And with all the salt and stuff, I just wanted kind of everything off of my car and get all the gunkies off. And so I do a lot of that. My planner is basically a modified version of MakseLife. And I do have all of the digital stuff as well to play in if I wanted to. But really all of my digital is my Club Moxie, all of my notes from the lives, all of the workbooks, all of my worksheets and stuff like that as well. So the sheet that I am writing on right now is another tip in from MakseLife. This is actually from the Quarterly's Goal Setting Toolkit. Unfortunately, they're sold out on the website right now. They are available in digital format if you want to buy the digital versions. But this is a piece of paper that comes with a sheet for gratitude and then a sheet for wins and highlights. And I like being able to go back each week to just kind of jot down some things, because in the end, I really just want this planner to be a one-book system, put it on the shelf, have it for memory keeping in addition to planning and goals and everything else also. I always say that I would love the idea of passing all of these things down to my kids, but who knows if they're even going to care or want to see them. I have no clue. So I am just really loving this whole system right now. Again, it could change in a month, but right now it's working for me, and I'm just really happy to be in something that is working for me, that is easily attainable, and that I can kind of make it the way that I need it to work for me, instead of me having to draw my layouts, put all of my monthly stuff in there. I know that you could definitely bullet journal with like some pre-planned layouts and just kind of tip them in. I've done that in the past, but I think that this for me and my brain right now in this moment is just going to be the easiest. Okay, so I'm just finishing up all of my weekly pages and my weekly actions right now. And then I am going to flip to the back part of the planner and put in my daily sticker. I have done really, really well. This planner actually started in December of 2024, and I have been very consistent. I have journaled every single day in this planner since December 1st. Which is definitely a new habit that I am creating also. So I actually purchased the Randy Dot Plans dated stickers. And so that would give me just a little bit more motivation to ensure that I journal every day. I can just finish everything, put down a new sticker for the day, and then just kind of move on. I am going to finish up this video here. I'm just going to do one last flip through my pages just to make sure I have everything the way that I need it for this week before I end up having to tweak it anyway. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and it's been a while since I've been on here, so hopefully everything turns out well. I had to change my editing system to do voiceovers and everything, so hopefully this video goes up okay. If you have any questions about my system or what I am doing, definitely drop a comment down below. But it was good to see everybody come into my channel again, and I hope that you guys have a great day. And thank you again.